Hey, everybody. You've already heard a lot of words from me today, so I'm going to keep my remarks pretty short. The first thing I want to do is thank all of you. You know, this is the third time I've been to California to start to get to know you. Fourth time if you count the digital visit in October. And one of the great gifts of coming to serve a larger church with resources is that you are really good at a lot of things. You're really good you've made me and our entire family feel so welcome with countless little details, just preparing the space for us every time we come. And so I want to especially thank the search committee, all of y'all, Kathy, Milt, Becky, Sarah, Cara, Joe, Phil, and Nathan for preparing that space for all four of us when we've come. And Rachel, Kit, and Phil, and the entire staff, the whole gang of 6, for just being so happy and fun and like eager to know me and eager to show yourselves to me and eager to trust me. It's an incredible experience to walk into such a collegial team already. And even through the negotiations, which can be fraught, you know, contract negotiations, we felt nothing but support from all of you, from Scott and Janet and Mo and everyone we've interacted with. So thank you all for that. It's been, yes. Such a supportive time. And even those of you who are my Facebook friends, Randy Summers must share every single thing I post on Facebook. He reshares it. So I feel the love in lots of different ways. I mentioned when I came to Canada that it's been a long-time dream to move to California. You know, we've spent a lot of time here over the years, and we've always felt so attracted to this place. Well, Peter's from here originally, and one of the things that I love about California is that so many of the people who are here, almost all of them, didn't start here. There's so many transplants, and there's so many people from so many different places in the world, and it's so much more integrated than so many of the places I've been in the world, including Boston, where I've spent the majority of my life. And to me, that already looks like heaven. You know, Bay Area already looks like heaven. It's a great place to get used to what heaven is going to be like. I mentioned that David Vasquez-Levy was at the conference I was at a couple weeks ago, and I had the privilege of getting to know him, and he gave a little keynote talk, and he talked about migration patterns and how people don't leave unless they have either a push out of where they are or a pull toward someplace else. And he asked us to name what some of those pushes out and those pulls in are that make us move, that shift us from our sort of center of gravity. So I want to hear from you guys. What are, maybe this is from your own life or just how you imagine human beings moving around, what are some things that push us away from where we are? Snow, yes. I just learned where you were. I just learned a new phrase here. You have to go to the snow. I love this. It's a choice. I have a choice. What are some other things that push us away? Discrimination.
I think sometimes what happens in transitioning to another place is that you go within and you understand your intricacies of an awareness. So you say, in moving, I can have more personal growth.
Yeah, you just feel an opening. You know, maybe you're stifled where you are. Other things that push us out.
I think the curiosity of a new place.
Yeah. Yes.
And a pull, love.
Love is a pull. So we can get into some pulls here. I'll say family. That can work both ways, right? Push out of the nest, pull toward a relationship, connection. Other pushes and pulls.
School, education, housing costs.
Yes, housing costs. Grandchildren. Yes. Get an amen corner over here. Employment both ways. Few jobs, many jobs, or the right job. I see a hand here.
Yes, family.
Family. Mm-hmm. Wanting to listen to sermons instead of being stuck in the kitchen. I like the sound of that. Other couple more pushes and pulls. The weather, yes. Someone has mentioned the Super Bowl. I think there's a sports game happening later today. We will get you out on time for that. When I was leaving my church a few weeks ago, we had a number of, wonderful goodbye events, really affirming events. And at my last church council meeting, the council members named single words that described my leadership as a gift to me. And one person said, "We really appreciate the way you have pushed us." And another person said, "I really appreciate the way you have let me push you." She's pushed me. And it came to me that, I really do see myself as a change agent. And yet, there's a sense that what I really am is an advocate for the change that God, who's the great pusher and puller, is calling us all to. And that my primary role is to listen really well to what the Spirit is saying to the church and to individuals who are already settled in the church, but those just coming in, those outside the church who are just looking for the door, finding the threshold, who are calling us to be a new and wider church. So I really appreciated that sense of push-pull, and I wanted to embody it today, all of us together. And my first image was a tug of war, but that didn't seem right for a progressive Christian church. It's sort of a zero-sum prospect. Someone's going to win. Someone's going to end up with mud all over their face. And then I thought of that beautiful passage from Jeremiah of the potter and the wheel, right? Where we're the pot, we're that mass of clay in the center of the wheel, and God is the potter shaping us as we turn. And with her strong and gentle hands, she pushes us and shapes us, and sometimes the whole thing collapses and God has to start from scratch. But God is shaping us into something incredible, into an incredible vessel to hold her creation. So I want to embody that just for a second. I'm going to ask for 5 or 6 volunteers to go to the middle of the room right behind Annis and be the pot, and the rest of y'all are going to be the potter, and we're going to shape a vessel. Thank you, Alice. Thank you. Oh, Derek's going to play for us. Have a little music to make it come alive. Thank you, Charles. Maybe 2, 3 more. I'll join you guys too. So what we're going to do is I want you guys in a circle facing out, facing your people, your brothers and sisters and siblings. And when Derek starts playing, you're just going to spin ever so slowly in a circle. And potters, you're the strong, gentle hands of God. I want you to raise up your hands. And I just want you, as the music plays, to just push and pull gently. And shape us. Thanks for your indulgence. You'll see I love to get people out of their comfort zone. You can expect a lot more of that from me. That's really all I wanted to say today, except that, I just want to echo what Amy said, which is that this life we're entering into together is an opportunity to let yourself be pushed and pulled. And even if it's uncomfortable at first, to learn to love that, being prodded by God and being moved into new shapes and new realities and new roles that you never expected you would be in, perhaps, and to trust that God knows what she's doing in all that. So Thank you so much for calling me, for trusting me, for inviting me and our family here. I can't wait to get here May 1st. We're going to have a ball. It's just going to be a wonderful, wild ride. So thank you very much.